muntu mu kawempe ajja kafuna so that oba ovudde ku mulimu ng'okooye tewetaaga ate kukuma sigiri okitegera teeka ku kakyayiko teekako akatogoko olye weebake abakera mu butale bamaama baffe abakera mu butale olumu bazuuka enjala ebaluma akoleze bukoleeza ateekeko akatogoke akateekeko agende naye neyanziza ne kamama kiti nako buli mukyala yena mu kawempe north ajja agenda nako mu ddwaliro lyaffe erya kawempe lifaaro neyanziza nnyo. Ekibuuzo kye kimu sebo
aneyanziza moderator. Okusookera ddala mu kawempe tulina ebizibu bingi, tulina ebizibu by'emyala, tulina ebizibu by'enjigiriza, tulina ebizibu by'ebyobulamu, tulina ebbula ly'emirimu mu baganda baffe mu kawempe ate nga bawangalira mu mbeera etali nnungi. Nze nina ekitundu kyenkiikirira abakiyita kawempe North ku lukiiko olukulu olwa Kampala Capital City Authority era nateekayo ebibiina tubiyita kisoboka twegattiramu n'abantu abeeteeseteese obulungi abaagala enkyukakyuka ne tuteekamu akasente ne tulaba butya bwe tusobola okwewolera nga tukeewola ku muwendo ogwa wansi kwegamba interest rates nga teziri waggulu. Nolwekyo bwe mbeeraba munnonze ate kigenda kuyitirira buyitirizi n'ebitundu bino ebirala bye mbadde sikiikirira bisobole okufuna omukisa. Naye njagala kumaliriza n'ekigambo kino. Mbadde nina kampeyini gye natandikawo ti bwe mbafunye omukisa okwogerako ku muzindaalo oba ku leediyo oba mu bitundu mwembeera njagala okusingira ddala okubangula bannayuganda bategere nti buvunaanyizibwa bwabwe okugoberera enfuga gye babafugamu mu ggwanga lyabwe. Ti bannayuganda bano bwe banaba tebategedde nti ffe tulina obuvunaanyizibwa mu Uganda tugenda kubeera n'ekizibu kinene okusobola okugyako dikiteeta Museveni ne banne. Nolwekyo obuvunaanyizibwa bamwe abali wano n'abali abatulaba ku ntimbe za TV n'abatulira ku leediyo okwenyigira mu by'obukulembeze by'eggwanga lyammwe kubanga ebizibu bye tuwangaala nabyo ebisinga obungi biva ku nkulembera mbi gye batukulemberamu. Abasajja babbye ssente balina amalwaliro mu mbuto zaabwe, balina enguudo mu mbuto zaabwe, balina amasomero mu mbuto zaabwe. Juzi twabalaba nga babba ssente z'abakazi abanaku n'abasajja abanaku ab'ekalamojja. Nolwekyo obuvunaanyizibwa bwaffe abakyasobola okwogera kubanga tulina omukisa. Baganda baffe bangi batugenzeeko n'abalala bakyagenda naye ffe abalina omukisa nga twogera twegatte wamu twerwaneko tutwalirize badikiteeta n'ababawagira n'ababayambako.
Webale ssebo munnamateeka Nalupola webale nnyo ssebo nsaba tuwulirize webale nnyo ssebo. Buli gavumenti ejja mu buyinza ebeeri n'obuvunaanyizibwa bwa kulwanyisa ebizibu bisatu byokka tekuli kyakuna: obwavu, endwadde n'obutamanya. Gavumenti efugisa enkanu ng'ekulemberwa munnamagye Museveni ewaffe tesobolanga kulwanyisa bizibu ebyo ebisatu bye njogeddeko: obwavu, endwadde n'obutamanya. Byebyo ebizibu ebinene ebiriwo toyina bw'osobola byawolamu. Bw'otunuulira obwavu buleetera abavubuka okulemererwa okusoma ne batafuna bukugu ne batafuna mirimu ne babeera mu kasolo gurupu. Abazadde basula mu mbeera mbi. Enguudo zaffe zijjudde agannya. Nabwekityo tuli mu kaseera kazibu. Ebizibu toyinaayo kimu ky'ogamba wabula byonna olina obbinokolayo. Tetulina bujjanjabi bulungi, tetulina byanjigiriza bitegeerekeka, enguudo mbi, tusula bubi, abavubuka tebalina mirimu ate tebaweeka mirimu. Mwebale nnyo, mwebale kitona.
Webale nnyo. Okusookera ddala ngenda kusooka nebaze pulezidenti wange Robert Kyagulanyi, His Excellency the President of Uganda, Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. Mukubireko engalo ez'amaanyi. People power! People power! Manya bagoogedde yenze Kachika Freddy. Obusuwa obuli mu Kawempe North ekisookera ddala byanjigiriza. Mu Kawempe North kulina amasomero abiri aga UPD. Amasomero aga naye amasomero gonna ogagendamu nga gagudde olubege. Juzi nali nnambula ndabete abaana bakoze bajja ba P7 ekyemunanda bananga mwana wange kyetuliko tetukitegeera. wasomeseza wali esoma likudde olulege akasente kafuna tewali omusajja yaŋŋamba edimansa yantuuza naŋŋamba tulina abaana 105 buli mwana bamusasulira $5,500 omwana wa UP ewekawempe agenda kuvuganya n'omwana w'ebuddo. Can you imagine? Basabo ne banyawa nakawempe twagala tufeeyo eno gavumenti etufugidde emyaka 4 nkwewunya gwe atakwewunya ze gwe neewunya ogamba ng'okyebase nga bakakufugira emyaka 4 masomero mavu mawalye temuli ddagala genda kawempe ebituletina manakawempe egenda kuwali emulago egundi wali ekawempe wali eddwaliro lyekawempe genda aba abaana abakyala bafanga bazaala kirumya kikwasa ennaku ku gavumenti etufugidde emyaka 4 nga tesobola kuteekayo ddagala mu malwaliro nga tesobola kuwa bujjanjabi bakyala abakyala bafa baganda bange muve mu kuseka eno 2025 nga His Excellency the President of Uganda we yagambye tusimudde kwetaaga ne twerwanako abooluganda amazima gali nti bannakawempe North n'eggwanga Uganda tuli mu buwambe. God bless you.
Saba kuzira mu ekibuuzo ekyo.
Mundabayo katubuuze ekibuuzo mundabayo kizibu ki ekisinga okutawaanya constituency ya Kawempe North mundabayo
ekisinga okutawaanya Kawempe North gyembaddemu ng'omukulembeze ku LC1 okumala emyaka egisoba mu 2 ntunuulidde nga endwadde y'obutamanya ndwadde nkulu nnyo ng'era etwalira munnabyabufuzi okuginnyonnyola abantu bewangaayiramu nga tebasobola na kutegeera mbeera gye bakulemberwamu. Abantu beerabidde n'enkulembera ebakulemberwamu. Tebamanyi oba tuli mu multi-party politics, tebamanyi oba tuli mu NRM. Ekitundu kyange kiwangaaliddemu nnyo abakyala bangi nga ye bannannyini maka ng'abaami babaddukako dda olw'embeera ey'obwavu ng'abaami tebakyasobola kuyimirizawo maka gaabwe. Kyova olaba nga muwulira nnyo bugurupu obwo kasolo gurupu n'ebirala. Kyova olaba mu puroguramu yange mulimu okukola essomero ery'abakulu buli muntu asobole okufuna ku buyigirize ategeere ku bibigenda mu maaso. Mu nnaku 2 emabega nakyaliddeko Honorable Shami Malende nga ngenza okumulaba olw'obulumi bw'ayitamu ne mmutegeeza nti nsaba Katonda nnyambe mpitewo nkwatire NUP bendera nsobole okukulembera abantu ba Kawempe, naye obulumi bwe nnina bw'okulaba ng'eggwanga lyaffe terifugibwa term limit onyambeko tukisindiikirize, and the time is now we get the term limits in Uganda and in Kawempe North in particular. Webale nnyo, webale ddaasewo.
Ekibuuzo kye kimusewo magala.
Neyanziza nnyo neyanzeege nga bwe nasoose okwogera ekimu ku bizibu ebitawaanya bannakawempe oba ekisoomooza bannakawempe bya bulamu. Mu Kawempe eddwaliro erisingayo obunene Health Center 3 va kweno National Regional Referral Hospital, ate nga mukimanyi bulungi death trap, teri ddagala abasawo okukolako omala kufuna kaki kasente. Tetulinaamu na ddwaliro liri ku mutendera gwa Health Center 4. Mukimanyi bulungi nti ekitundu kyaffe kiri mu nzigotta. Ekitundu ekiri mu nzigotta akawuka kamukenenya kalidde abantu baffe ewaka ne mu kibira. mukimanyi bulungi olwaleero obuyambi babutusazeeko obw'empeke za ARVs olw'abannakyemalira okwefumbekeza ku ggwanga lyaffe n'okutuyisa obubi olw'okuba tuwaŋŋanguka ne tugenda mawanga g'abazungu mu Amerika. Njagala okubategeeza baganda bange nti ekizibu ekyo kitukutteko nabagambye ARVs omukebe gugula emitwalo 75. Munnayuganda kyowa bulijjo asobola okwafoodinga ssente ezo nga bwe wodividinzeemu olunaku munnayuganda kitegeeza buli lunaku waba yeetaaga empeke emu ayina ogigula nnusu 8 at 8,000 shillings. Someone ayina okunoonya eddagala lyaki eddagala ly'obulwadde at 8,000 shillings. Omuntu ayina okunoonyayo ne ssente z'okulya. So omuntu asobola okubeerawo nga mwavu, omuntu asobola okubeerawo nga tasoma, naye ate omuntu tasobola kubeerawo nga si mulamu. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala.
Webale nnyo mukama wange, webalire ddala. Mulaba nazze n'Nsereko Moses saving box. Mulowooza lwaki nazze nayo? Kubana bali wano ani azze nayo? Bano abazze wano bagenda kukusa mbuto zaabwe. Nze nabagambye Nsereko Moses ette wakayima akasola akasinga obugezi. Obwenda mugamba simanyi luzungu sirwogedde. Abantu bakola oluzungu bagala ffe aba action abakolerawo Nsereko Moses mane Nsereko Moses saving box mugiraba abasinga temuntegeera. Nsereko ndi musajja mukakala kuba neyisanga mwavu nina kampuni ewola sente Nsereko Moses money lending company. Empapula katambudetolazazo wandoleza muziraba bino si bya kusanyuka mu busanyusi lozolaba wesomera olabe. Nsereko Moses money lending company. Wangi mukama wa
akade tugenda kwongerako katono.
Ese mukama wange
Twagala kumanya
ese
olinga ayagala okwewola kuba muno engineer atuzeri yayogedde ku lending rates agamba 3%.
ese
Twagala kumanya kampani yo ekola etya.
kampani yange
Lindako kubanga abantu bangi beewola
ese
ne babakwata ne babayisa bubi ne babakuba ne bajjaku ebyabwe. Eyiyo gyoyogeddeko kirungi nnyo wagiteekawo ekola etya okuyamba omuntu wa bulijjo.
neyanza mukama wange musooke mutegere Nsereko Moses yandi akalulu ka 220 kagwa bwe kati neŋŋamba Nsereko ng'omusajja omugezi nkoze ntya okuyamba abantu bange. Neŋŋenda mu kyalo netunda ku ttaka natunda ekazi 10 ez'ettaka netandika kampani eno gye bayita Nsereko Moses money lending company. Netandika okuyamba abantu abeerubaga nos ekyo bakimanyi ndi kugulawo ni Mr. President fa ku baana bakusudiya bano bakusudiya Mr. President nze ndi kugulawo ndi esebo nze ndi kugulawo ndi kati tomukinawo nze sigenda kuyamba bakawembe noosi bokka nemujjanga ovudde magine east ovudde magine west. Nsereko Moses mwendi nenda bayamba bannange kisekula omuntu wa bulijjo ekyo nkimazi. Ekyokulala mukama wange ebikwatagana n'okusoma basayisi gwe bwoba oli wano gweniyupi ng'olina mulekwa nga tolina wadde n'ekikumi. Nina amasomero keen minded nursery and primary schools ddala bwoba tolina busobozi bwa ssente bulungi jangu otuukirire nsobola okubawa basale. Ekirala mukama wange nga weekunyonyodde ebikwatagana n'ebyobulamu banakawempe ngenda bateerawo akalwaliro akatonotono.
Olina obutikiti 3.
Ese ngenda bateerawo akalwaliro akatonotono mbagulire ne ambulensi. Looza buwulira nti ate manifesito yange yey'amaanyi bano bali mu basudiya nze mutuufu. Ese mukama wange banate ninawo n'akantu kano saagala kulyanzeka bannange nze nababuliriddewo dadde miliyoni 2 bye bagenda okumba gula emmotoka sigenda gula mmotoka nze kitange yankolerera nereka zetange zisuka ekikumi ezo sente miliyoni 2 ngenda ziwa abalonzi bange bakawempe nosi olwokuwa emitwalo 5 ku mitwalo 10 wanjagala abantu bange babeere bulungi si bano bagenda okukuza embuto zaabwe eyanza mutuufu
katuwulirize dokita ekibuuzo kyekimu dokita Rubagumya
mpozi
nsaba tuwulirize basebwa ne banyabo nsaba tuwulirize dokita
mpozi okusobola okutereezamu muganda wange Nsereko alina okutoolera olulimi lwaffe Oluganda. Mu Luganda temulimu ekigambo kino ekyokulala, waliwo tugamba ekirala ekyokulala. Mpozi n'ekirala bantuma erinnya erya Ssaayi muzzukulu wa Mugema era Ssaabasajja Kabaka awangaale. Nabagambye kino nze siina relationship yonna nakyemalira era sobola kwagira ne programu ze zijja kuwagira ensonga semasonga eza Buganda. Ekisooka nja kweramuulize eri Ssaabasajja Kabaka, ekyo nja kweramuulize eri pulezidenti wange Nkambwe n'ekibiina kyange. Ekyokusatu nja kuwagira programu za Buganda ng'emwanyi etalimba emwanyi terimba, ebyobulamu, okulakulana kw'abavubuka n'abakyala, ensonga za Buganda zengenda kutambuza mu maaso. Naye ensonga za gavumenti zo ekigerwa kyange kugijjako bujja, naye nga ensonga za Buganda zijja kuzitirira, zigenda kuzitirira ensonga za Buganda. Ayi Ssaabasajja Kabaka awangaale.
webale nosebo saba ekibuuzo kyekimu
neyazisa nnyo mutweta sebo Mr. President kantwala omukisa guno okutegeeza Kawempe erina ebizibu bingi, naye ngenda kwongerako ebizibu 3 nti ekizibu ekisooka Kawempe erina eggulwa ly'emirimu, ebyobulamu si birungi, n'abakyala embeera gye bawangaalamu nga bamaama nayo si nnungi. Nze nno ku bizibu ebyo bye nkunyonyodde ssebo ninako weetuuse. Kawempe nga Kawempe nakazimbamu emyalo egiwera 10. Kawempe nga Kawempe nakazimbamu enzizi eziwera 5 nga nyamba abantu okulaba nti nno bakyusa ebyobulamu. Bwe tugenda mu byemirimu gya Mr. President, Kawempe yonna etudde kuyiika 7,633. Naye kuyiika ezo 7,633 nze ng'omuntu ali wano ssebo omusajja wo ninako yiika 3. Nga yiika ezo zonna naziteekako ebyenfuna, kuliko shopping mall, ninako hotels, nga neera ssebo nze ayimiridde wano nina abakozi 3
olina obutikiti 17
mu Kawempe. Kawempe ekizibu kyayo nga bwe nkikunyonyodde nti amazima ebizibu bya Kawempe mbimanyi, abavubuka tebalina mirimu, nti ekirungi ssebo n'abantu abamu bakandideeti baffe bwe tulina wano ssebo era basula ku nnyumba zange
akadde kakukutte
era mbayisiza bulungi nti nja kubeera musaale nnyo okulaba nti nopromotinga ebyenfuna mu Kawempe, ebyobulamu mbikozeeko, abakyala nsobodde obawanirira neyansiza ssebo.
Nsereko oyo oyo musana mungi kati kameramani naye atulewo kwabbi naye agiwuli.
Neyanza nnyo moderator. Mr. President, abaka ba Parliament abaliwo, bamemba b'ekibiina mwenna, nze Luwemba Luswa Muhammad ndi musanyufu nnyo ku lw'abaganda bange bano aboogedde ebintu ebiyitirivu ennyo naye nga ebikolwa bitono nnyo bwe mbalabye. Mr. President,
bwe watusindika okubeera nti abantu baffe bateekamu obwesige mu kalulu ka 2021 watugamba tukolere abantu tuleme kwekkusa ffekka. Kinsanyusiza nnyo nti muganda wange ateteekanyiza bokisi ye ng'agezaako okufaanaanyiriza bokisi eno. Legasi ya Honorable Segirinya kikulu nnyo Mr. President. Era kinsanyusiza nnyo nti kati ekifaananyi kye bagezaako okuwa ye musajja ono bwe tubadde tukwasaganya emirimu gino gyonna. Kawempe North gye twogerako eyina obuzibu mu by'obulamu. Mr. President bwagamba okubeera tukolera abantu ffe twasetinga eddwaliro lyaffe mu nnaku 10 era ne tuliteekawo. SG njagala okwebaza nti wajja n'olirambula abamu bali bamanyi byakusaaga naye twaliteekawo era nga liyamba abantu. Eddwaliro eryo lyaggalwa oluvannyuma lw'okubeera nti tubuliddwa ensimbi nga muganda waffe asibiddwa Mr. President. Mr. President neyama mu maaso go engeri gy'ogamba nti National Unity Platform tulina kuba bakozi ate nga service delivery kwe tutambulira ng'ezimu ku values. Mr. President nze munaku 10 bannakawempe North ku lw'omukulu ogwa muganda wange ono Honorable Segirinya guleme kufa ne Segibokisi eno okwempawalinga abavubuka unemployment mu Kawempe North njagala esigalewo ku lw'omukulu ogwa Honorable Muhammad Segirinya. Mr. President mu ngeri y'enjawulo njagala okutegeeza nti nga tuyita mu kibiina kyaffe ekya Kawempe Youth Mission Against Poverty tusobodde bulungi nnyo okunga abavubuka ba Kawempe North thousands of young people ne tubakuŋŋaanya okulaba nti beetandikirawo batubasomesa okuyiga okwokya ebyuma era workshop yaffe weeryawo ku Gaza Road. Abavubuka bangi nnyo bayize emirimu egy'enjawulo ku lwa Honorable Muhammad Segirinya era ne ku lw'okulembeze bwange wansi wa Honorable Segirinya Muhammad. Tujja kuba basanyufu nnyo bannakawempe North nga nfundikira tuleme kutta mukulu gwa Honorable Segirinya nga n'ennaku 10 tezinnakola ki tezinnawera. Omukulu gwa Honorable Segirinya mukulu nnyo era twetaaga okusiima ebirungi byakoze ku lwa Katonda n'ensi yange.
Tumaliriza basebo ne banyabo tumaliriza ekitundu ekyokubabuuza ebibuuzo ekisembayo era ekigenda okufundikira eno debate sebo ngenda kuwa kazinda ekigenda okufundikira debate eno buli candidate wano agenda kufuna munne gwabuuza ekibuuzo era n'oli naye amubuuza ekibuuzo awo tugenda okufundikira debate ya leero. So mbawadde obutikiti 3 mwerondemu omugenda okwebuuza ekibuuzo tubawe time abo bagenda okusooka omulala abalala tulina peya emu peya ey'okubiri lindako sebo peya ey'okubiri ey'okusatu ey'okuna ona bano baliwo kati olina
Nsereko.
Kale tutandike nammwe sebo ekibuuzo nsaba mpeere baweereza endagirira. Ekibuuzo tekirina kusukka butikiti 3 eyeba efuuse speech okuddamu dakiika emu.
Ngenda buuza Honorable Nalukoola olunaku lweggulo wakoze speech ku mawulire ng'oyogera n'abannamawulire n'ogamba oli wa Democratic Party kyekikuleese wano ndeka bunnenkayina wano bannakawempe tusobola okukazanya tulina omuntu omukyamu Nalukoola wa Democratic Party yakyeyogeredde. Ekyokubiri Nalukoola kambuuza ekyokuyimika
ekibuuzo ate okisse kyogamba kwefu
People power, our power. Basebo ne banyaba abalungi. NUP everywhere. Ra ja mwebale nnyo mwebale nnyo ekibuuzo ky'ombuuzizza kirungi nnyo. Basebo ne banyaba abalungi. Amazima amatuufu gali nti nali wa Democratic Party okutuusa omwaka ogwaggwa bwe nalekulira Democratic Party. Nze ayogera nammwe siri roboti. Bannamawulire munanjulira bw'oba obadde okolera ku muleereetu ogumu nga baguyita zifuddewa okyuka nodda ku muleereetu omulala emikisa mingi okwogera eri gye wakola ki gye wava ng'oyogera eyo bagiyita slip of the tongue. Musigale nange tutambule. Kizibu okufuna omuntu olwaleero nga wazaala muzaale nga wa NUP nange nava mu DP ojja mu NUP.
Kati sebo tusigale ku mulamwa. Kati kanso Nalukoola yagenda okubuuza munne ekibuuzo. Saba tuwulirize ekibuuzo.
People power, our power, NUP everywhere. Ra cha muganda wange singa mmala nenfuna fulaga wane ye NUP oluvannyuma abakawempe North ne bannonda nemba nga nze ngenze mu parliament. Kiki kyoyagala nkuteesezeeyo?
Honorable Nalukoola kyenjagala singa oba bakulonze ng'olubaka wa palamenti esookera ddala njagala olabe bannakawempe omusolo gwe gukendeerako. Kawempe nga kawempe as kawempe fe tusinga osasula omusolo mu Kampala naye kawempe North nga kawempe yonna erekeddwa. So Honorable Nalukoola singa oba oyiseemu ng'omubaka wa palamenti twagala tulabe ogwo omusolo ogwo ogusoloozebwa mu kawempe North gukola mulimu ki?
Nnyo saba tuwulirize peya ey'okubiri yiino bagenda kwebuuza ebibuuzo. Kibuuzo kimu butikiti 3 okuddamu ddakiika emu.
Aneyaza njagala kubuuza muganda wange ono kiki kyalaba ekibiina kya NUP kyekisinga ku bibiina ebirala ebiri mu Uganda naddala ebiri ku opposition?
Ekisooka njagala okwebaza President waffe His Excellency Kyagulanyi Robert Ssentamu olw'okutuwa visioni n'atukubiriza ffenna tujje twetabe mu byobufuzi, twetabe mu kukulembera Uganda eno. Nandi badde nsawo nentuula nenywa kakaawa kange nenywa pizza zange ne ngamba profession kanjireke zijempereza abantu b'ekawempe. NUP atuwadde omukisa ffenna twali muntu yenna gwe bagaana. Futusodya abantu abayigirize buli omu yenna afunye omukisa okukola ki? Sani badde wano singa badde mu kibiina kirala. Njagala okwebaza National Unity Platform okitegeera esobola okunzikiriza n'enkyusa endowooza zange ne ngamba kino kansooke nkireke zijempereze abantu b'ekawempe. Era mmanyi mwenna mu kawempe Engineer Senku Kenneth we mutuuka bannange ze mpyaddako ngera gwobenzikiza buli mukyala mu kawempe agenda kuba ne mama kiti ne ka 6 kg gaasi buli mukyala agenda buli household gy'omanyi mu kawempe agenda kubeera nayo. People power engineer everywhere you are. Akadde kakutte kati gwagenda okubuuza ekibuuzo bakuddemu kulya Saulo. Kikyoleeta ekyenjawulo kubanga ffenna wano otulaba twogedde tulina abawagizi baffe buli omu tulina gye tuwa gye nvudde waffe ow'enjawulo naye njagala ombulire gwe nga gwe honorable asuubira ki ekyenjawulo ekiyinza ky'oyinza okugamba ekitusingako ffenna abali wano.
Aneyanziza muganda wange kyengenda okuleeta ekisinga obukulu bwe bukulembeze obuva wansi nga budda waggulu, so si okuva waggulu nga budda wansi. Obuweereza obw'omuntu wa wansi pulezidenti waffe Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu bw'atukubiriza. Ekyokubiri, ngenda okulaba nga nteekamu bannayuganda n'abantu ba Kawempe North omutima ogutegeera nti obuvunaanyizibwa bwaffe obw'okukyusa obukulembeze buno buli mu ffe tubulina, ffe tusobola obbulwanirira. Era 2026 tugenda kubeera ne kye bayita protest vote. Woolondera woosigala, woolondera wetusimbula paka nga batulangiridde. Bwe tekikwetaagisa kuva woolondera, londa obeerewo sawa 11 tugenda kusimbula awo nga tugenda gye balangirira. Oba oli Soloti tandika, oba oli Masaka tandika, ow'e Kawempe tandika, ow'Okalerwe tandika. Ffenna tukimalira Namboole mpaka Entebbe, mu Ntebbe twenunule nga bannayuganda. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala.
Mwebale nnyo bassebo. Katudde ku peya ey'okusatu bassebo.
People power, our power. Ya, muganda wange Magala okusaasira nti wayita mu bizibu bingi olw'okubeera okuvuganya gavumenti eyamusibira mu bbwa ne bakusiba n'obeerayo. Oteeseteese otya okuyamba basibe banno bewaleka mu kkomera?
Neyanziza nnyo muganda wange, ekyo kibuuzo kirungi nnyo. Mwenna mukimanyi bulungi nti nze Magala Umar ayimiridde nammwe wano nakasiba emirundi egiwerako, ng'omulundi ogwasooka twali Kayunga nga tugenze okuuma akalulu ka muganda waffe Nakweddeke Babba, era bwe batusiba n'abantu bangi, mwalimu MP Kalwanga, mwalimu meya w'Ekira, meya Mutebi, mwalimu ne Commissioner Rahma Juma. Naye nasigala ku mazima ne bwe bansiba ku luno nga bantaddeko ebisangosango eruzira mu kkomera erisemberayo ddala waggulu maximum security prison, nenkwata ennaku 10, nenkwata ennaku 2, nenkwata ennaku 3, nenkwata ennaku 4, nenkwata ennaku 5, nenkwata ennaku 6, nga sikyusanga kigambo kyange nga ngamba twagala kujjako dictator president waffe Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu agende mu Ntebbe. Njagala okubategeeza baganda bange, muganda wange Mulumbe, ekibuuzo ky'ombuuzizza, it is painted all over. It is painted all over me. Kindiko yensonga lwaki outfit eno gye nayambadde kuliko baganda bange abasibe abali mu makomera. Tukyababanja ba political prisoners. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala. Thank you.
Kakigwabuuza ekibuuzo akuddemu.
Ssentebe w'akazo Angola sebo obadde ssentebe banga ddene nnyo. Buweereza ki bw'otusiza ku bantu bo ab'omukazi Angola, era okoledde ki obwakabaka bwa Buganda engeri gy'oli omutongole wa Ssaabasajja Kabaka? Mwebale nnyo. Eky'omukisa kubali wano nze omu ku beesimbawo ku bubaka wa paalamenti mu 2021 era nga ndi ssentebe w'ekyalo. Muganda wange, mu bizibu bye nasanga mu bantu abali mu bitundu bye tukulembera ebya ghetto areas butaba na mirimu, naye nsobodde okuwa emirimu abantu abasoba mu 50,000 nga mbawa ebbaluwa ku bwereere awatali kusasula wadde 10.
nfubye okulaba nga nyambako okusomesa okuyamba ku bantu baffe abamufuna mpola okubasasulirako ku busuku olufiizi obutonotono obukufuna basareezi basobole okubanga bagenda mu maaso bamunyunguke balabe engeri ki ensi eno bwe tufugibwamu obubi era tusale amagezo gijjako. So ate ku kya Buganda nenyambako okulaba nga enkola za Ssaabasajja eza bulungi bwansi nzitambuzizza bulungi ku mitendera gwonna. Webale nnyo muganda wange. Mwebasajja Kabaka wangaale.
Pair eyoku next pair. Okay. Neyaziza nnyo moderator. So Mr. President, era katwala omukisa okutegeeza saba tuwulirize basi. So Mr. President, katwala omukisa guno naye okutegeeza nti neesimbawoko mu Kawempe ng'omubaka wa Parliament era sebo nesobola okukwata ekifo ekyokubiri nga nafuna obululu 708 olungi guli ogwaggwa sebo amanya go gwange
Ze Charles Rubagumya sali muzukulu wa Mugeta
neyanziza sebo. Ekibuuzo kigenda bwe kiti ti mu kitundu mwewangaalira activity kiki wali okoze ng'epromotinga National Unity Platform.
activity yambadde nkola mbadde nkunga abantu okwegatta ku National Unity Platform era 10 z'abantu zegasse ku National Unity Platform era ogera kukiraba nga mukalulu.
Nkubuuza gwabuuza ekibuuzo.
Sebo omwavise lukumu webali nnyo okubeera smart naye ate programu zezo zogera kupuleta mu bantu b'e Kawempe ana agenda kuwa budget oyina bw'oyita nakyemalira lwaki olimba abantu lwaki tonekatako tujjawo nakyemalira.
Neyaziza nnyo muganda wange sebo nze ndi musajja musuubuzi nti programu ezo nzogedde wano naye nali nazitandika dda nga sindaba nakwegatta ku National Unity Platform ate nera sebo ntwala omukisa guno okutegeeza nti nze sibeerangako mu kibiina kyonna. Ekibiina kyensoose okubeeramu ye National Unity Platform. Sebo enteekateeka eyo ejja kutambula nga era ebintu ebyo bye mba mbikola mu community ngenda mbikola nga mpolomotinga ekibiina kya National Unity Platform.
Kale
mwebale basebo
nga tumaliriza katuyite pair yaffe ey'obubokisi bajje batubuulire bayagala
neyanziza nnyo bakama bange mwena. Ngenda kusooka okwebaza mukama wange mwami Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu musajja gw'oyina waaka obwemupi nali nabwagala mu 1996 nga jjajja wange antwala okusoma nga ndi mupi wano naye nga ntya nga ndi Mwakatengo naye ngenda okulaba okanze jjajja mwami n'obuteekamu engwalawo oti naye ngamba buli kimu kisoboka kyova olaba kati Nsereko ani atamanyi nze ntrendinga kati bannange kyangendo muganda wange ono sigenda mubuuza kibuuzo lwaki babadde nesegibokisi nga nange nina Nsereko Moses bokisi kati ngenda musaba busabi ajje tukwatagane muwe omulimu gwa personal assistant sebo gwogenda okubeera personal assistant wange tutambuze emirimu gya mukama waffe onalebosegirinya sebo sigenda okubuuza kibuuzo mukama wange jangu kuwa omulimu sebo n'akabokisi kakano sebo tandika okusevinga sebo mukama wange kwata bokisi sebo mukama wange gikuwadde era nkusuubiza omulimu gwogenda okubeera personal assistant wange abantu ba Kawempe North bonna bakkiriza ne Honorable Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu enubu yonna weyanza bannange.
Neyanza sebo kitange mwami Nsereko. Ekibuuzo kyange kiri kiriya nnyo. Oyagala kukiikirira abantu ba Kawempe North. Njagala ombuulire Kawempe North specifically eyina working population, living and working population y'abantu bameka.
Neyanza nnyo sebo mukama wange Kawempe North electoral area eyina ebyalo 49 tuyina emiruka 9 tuyina polling stations 165 omuwendo gw'abalonzi abali mu Kawempe North balinga emitwalo 7 esibo mukama wange
akiri eri kati abasazi be bamanyi
bannange session yaffe ekomyawo tubadde n'oluzungu n'oluganda ndowooza bakulembeze baffe mbawuliriza era mmanyi abamu muyinza okuba muze muwagira candidate ono naye mutuusa wano ne mukyusa kibaddewo so mwebale nnyo mwebale ddala mwebale kujja era nga neyanziza okuwuliriza bakandidate baffe nga nconcludinga moderator munnange agenda kuyita bakama bange ku session eddako.
Mwebale nnyo tumukubireko mu ngalo. Kubireko mu ngalo ba candidates mwebale nnyo. Timekeeper waffe naye mukubireko mu ngalo. Twagala kuyita kama waffe Secretary General David Lewis Rubongoya ajje ndikire sebo kazindawo.
Obugalo bwa moderator. Obugalo bwa moderator obusingakaawo. Thank you very much, Comrade Karamaji Andrew. Thank you so much, Dr. Nalukwago. Obugalo bwa candidate. Muyimirire babakubireko mu ngalo bannange. Obugalo bwa candidate mwenna ebe mwetulira. People power. Our power. Please take your seats. Obugalo bwa Election Management Committee. Awade bajajinga ne timekeeper waffe. Ekiddako mwena mutegede process. All of you now know the process and how it is going. Like I said the last time, session eno ebadde eina max 10 era kyemanyi bamaze dda okuzigaba. Olunaku olwajjo bazze ne baba buuza ebibuuzo bano ba candidates bonna bonna era ne bawardinga max out of 40. Ekitegeeza kyekyo nti max 5 kati tuzirina already. Naye max 5 zivaawa zigenda kubeera ku ground era ndi musanyufu bagamba nti team already gyeziri zikokota ground eyo okumanya abantu ba Kawempe North bagalani abakiikirire. Ladies and gentlemen, I will not say any other thing but invite the President to conclude. Mr. President, come and give us a final remark on this first ever National Unity Platform Candidates Debate. People power, our power, NUP, and everywhere. Madam Tiame. Manyanga Mutule. I want to congratulate all of you, our able candidates. This was not only informative, it was also entertaining. Thank you very much. Zengo omuntu nyumiddwa nnyo debate eno nkakasa n'abantu abatulaba wano Uganda ne Bulaya baginyumiddwa. I want to salute our Election Management Committee. Thank you very much. The membership, the leadership of the National Unity Platform, all of you ladies and gentlemen, most importantly the media, thank you for amplifying this far and wide. Basebo ne banyabo kino tukikoze tetunabeera mu buyinza naye tulowooza nti ekibiina bwe kino okufunctioninga. Tukkiriza nti ffe ng'ekibiina tulina obuvunaanyizibwa okulondobamu oyo omuntu asaanidde okukiikirira abantu ng'ate nga tukikola mu bwerufu mu lujjudde nga tetulina kyekubira yonna. So njagala obeebaza mwenna abennyigidde mweno process. Tuli aware nti mwenna mumanyi kyemukola era mwewaddeyo okugoberera amateeka n'emitendera na byonna bye tukkiririzaamu. SG already akibagambye nti abantu baffe batuuse dda ku ground era bwe bakutuukako nga bakwebuuzaako manya abo ffe tubasindise.
Bwebakutuukako manya ffe tubasindise bayambe mubawe information entuufu. Tumanyi nti wayinza n'okubaayo eyo abagezaako okuinfluencinga oba okutiisatiisa abantu okubawandiikisa oba making sure baweta report batuleetera report enkyamu tubimanyi era tubigoberera. Akakiiko kaffe kagoberera abantu bagoberera.
Dr. Judith Nalukwago will ask the next question. Thank you.
So we are going to go on our question number 2, and we are going to start in the order like we started. So, Mr. Magara, what is your understanding of the role of an MP?
Thank you very much. The question is very clear. The understanding of the role of an MP is already stipulated in the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda. An MP does oversight role. An MP does represent his constituents. An MP does representation of the people. And an MP as well does appropriation of the budget. Thank you very much. So those are the cardinal roles of an MP.
Mr. Mulumba Matthias, your colleague has talked about those roles. What is your understanding of appropriations?
That is a process where the MP looks at how the people of that area, how they can benefit from the government, from the service delivery, that they should be given properly to those areas where he represents.
Okay, thank you very much. The same question applies to Nsereko, Mr. Nsereko Moses. What is your understanding of appropriations? Mr. Nsereko Moses.
I beg your pardon, sir.
What is your understanding of appropriations? Your colleague said there are 4 functions: legislation, oversight, appropriation, and representation. What is appropriations?
What I can say, the role of an MP, Parliament, the role of an MP to pass laws that govern the country. MPs make laws that govern this country. Also to represent your people, the one who have voted for you. That is it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Frederick. Mr. Frederick.
Yes, madam.
On the role of oversight,
yes,
we've had precedents of members of parliament who have been given the role of oversight. I'm sure you know them. And they have not performed accordance to what we expect of them. What are you going to do as a member of parliament in the role of oversight?
Thank you, madam. One of the role of parliament, oversighted. So, what the madam asked me, Kachika, what are you going to do? Because we see many members of parliament not working, not do their own, not do their jobs. But Kachika, you will make sure that I work tirelessly to see people get delivered, get well representative.
Please, let's listen to the candidates.
Dr. Charles Rubagumya, I think I posed the same question to you. Dr. Charles Rubagumya, the same question to you.
Oversight function.
Okay, I am going to repeat it. I said we have seen in the current parliament we entrusted some of our leaders with a role of oversight, and they have not performed to our expectations. In fact, they haven't performed at all. What are you going to do as a member of parliament in as far as oversight is concerned?
I told you that you cannot give what you don't have. You give what you have. My main goal is to join the struggle of removing the dictatorial regime of President Museveni, because all those functions you are talking about, oversight role, allocation of resources, all programs, this is what they are presenting. Who is going to give them the budget? Can a dictator give them the budget? Who is going to give them the power to implement all those good projects? The main role, the main solution is to afterwards, that's when we shall get into our promised land. That's when all those health issues will be fixed. That's when all education issues will be fixed. That's all. All those programs which are supposed to be supervised by the MPs will be implemented. But you cannot do all those programs, all wonderful programs under editorial regime.
Thank you.
So the main role is to remove the editorial regime, and then we get into our promised land, which we always think about.
Thank you, sir. Engineer Senkungu Kenneth. Engineer Senkungu Kenneth.
Yes, please.
Question we would like you to answer. Name any 3 roles of the Speaker of Parliament. Any 3 roles of the Speaker of Parliament.
The 3 roles of the Speaker of Parliament: 1 is to oversee the House, because they are the ones who are the chairpersons of all the sessions or all the sittings of the House. 2, approvals of the national budget. And also 3, trying to make sure that through the parliamentary commission, to try to know the privileges and also the allocations for all the different persons in this country.
Thank you very much. The same question applies to you, Councillor Yimbazi. However, we would like you to explain more on the Speaker's role when it comes to the Parliamentary Commission. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The Speaker, people power, our power, Ra. Speaker is the chairperson of the Parliamentary Commission. The Parliamentary Commission is the body which does the administrative role of Parliament, including but not limited to proposing the remunerations and determining administrative questions and issues which arise in day-to-day running of Parliament. If you allow me the latitude.
Oh, thank you, Councillor. Mr. Serunkuma Salim. Mr. Serunkuma Salim. I will have Dr. Judith Nalukwago pose the next question.
Mr. Serunkuma, like we said,
let's listen to the question, please.
The roles of members of parliament include representation. The number of youth in Uganda is between 78 to 80%. And that means your constituency of Kawempe North is mainly youth. How are you going to represent those young people with so many problems that they have? How are you going to represent them in parliament?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The majority of the population in Uganda, all of us we know, are the youth. But I'm assured they are not well represented in parliament, yet there are people who are supposed to represent the youth in parliament. So I always advocate for the youth, such that they can be skilled, they can be employed, passing bills that they can be given, cheap loans, soft loans, such that they can operate small business. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The last two candidates will tell us one law. For this section, the last two candidates are supposed to tell us one law. If they had 1 minute in Parliament, which law would they propose and table in the Parliament of Uganda? That is, starting with Mr. Luemba Luswa Mohammed. One law that you would pass in Parliament, that you would propose.
Thank you so much, moderator. People power, our power. Moderator, it's the age limit, because General Museveni for over 40 years is in power because of the age limit. So I want to be very clear when I enter Parliament. I want to fight hard, fight tiresomely, like my brother, the Honorable Segirinya, to make sure that the age limit is being passed.
Thank you. The same question for Mr. Kulia Saulo Ziwa.
When I go to Parliament, I will propose that we get a commission to look after the elections, to get an independent electoral commission, so that the president is not the one to choose those people on electoral commission.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Dear audience, we have completed questions about Parliament. We're now going to go to a question that will be posed by my colleague, Dr. Judith Nalukwago, about National Unity Platform. The question is about the National Unity Platform. Dr. Nalukwago.
I'm going to start from the previous speaker, Mr. Kuliasao. So you're going to tell us, just mention one value of National Unity Platform, then you expound on it, how you as a member of Parliament, you're going to carry on these values of National Unity Platform.
Okay, thank you, Chairperson. Me, I will stick on justice, because everyone here needs justice. It is from the God, me Kuliasa want to be a Ugandan. It is not from anyone else. So that I will be advocating for justice, because we need justice. As things are going on in Uganda, it seems we are not equal at all. I will put my emphasis on justice, so that we can help our country and we liberate all Ugandans. As you know, our grandfathers and mothers fought so that we get independence. They thought that all Ugandans will be independent. But after getting the independence, it seems we are not independent. So it is us to fight for our independence in Uganda.
On the next, I'll go with Mr. Luemba. I will pose the same question to you.
One value.
Mr. President, moderator, discipline is one of the core values of National Unity Platform. And today, we are being disrespected by the so-called regime propagandists that are being planted in the National Unity Platform. I will emphasize discipline once I enter Parliament. Corruption. I will fight tiresomely, Mr. President, to fight corruption, because corruption, it has been a key factor in this uniting National Unity Platform. Thank you.
Mr. Serum Kuma Salim. One value, same question.
Thank you, Mr. President.
I am the moderator, not the president. President.
Thank you, moderator. I will always emphasize the point of liability. In National Unity Platform, all of us we are aware of that. Reliable is the main problem that we have here. Mr. Problem, we have been with people here. We have sent them to different locations.
Let's give them a chance. Let's
to
listen
represent
to
people.
him.
But they have already disappointed us. I always be reliable to the people of National Unity Platform and Uganda in general. Thank you.
Thank you. Council Muimbazi Elias Nalukola, one value and how you will espouse it in Parliament.
Integrity. Integrity. It begins with you as a person. You discipline yourself. You restrain yourself from taking what is not yours, what you are not entitled to. In that regard, I will restrain myself. I will make sure that I promote integrity, not only among the members of National Unity Platform, but also my fellow members of Parliament, because it is unconstitutional, it is illegal for one to do that which is contrary to integrity. We must practice good integrity even when we are not being watched. I thank you.
Mr. Engineer Nsereko Kenneth, I'm going to give you a value that you're going to talk about. Let's be quiet.
Colleagues, let's be quiet, please.
Mr. Nsereko is going to speak about patriotism as one of the values of NUP. So him as a member of Parliament under the ticket of NUP, how is he going to advance our core value of patriotism among the people of Uganda and also carry it on as a value of National Unity Platform?
Thank you so much, moderator. But to my dismay, patriotism is not part of our core values. But still, I can be able to speak about it. Because when you look at the core values, there are basically 6. And among them, patriotism is not there. But still, patriotism is the love, the determination, the courage to speak up, to serve your country by respecting the Constitution, by abiding by rules and regulations, by electing able leaders, by being able to serve as part of the mandate of the people. So, being patriotic, you must be able to exhibit it in where you stay, being disciplined, being able to engage in whatever you're supposed to in elective politics, engaging in decision making. You must be there for your country. But still, just part of this, I want to tell you that another core value of the National Unity Platform is fidelity. You get it? Because the question you posed, I'm trying to really put across that fidelity is one of the core values, whereby we express the faithfulness to a person, cause, or belief, demonstrated by continued loyalty. So here, I promise my president that I'll be loyal to the party, loyal to you, and loyal to everyone who supports the National Unity Platform. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, maybe point of correction is in the new constitution, we don't have fidelity, we have patriotism. So, but at least both of them are related, so that is very good. Thank you.
Thank you. Doctor, please listen to this question. Dr. Charles Rubagumya, you are a member of Parliament for Kawempe North. We have a bill in Parliament to extend the term of office of the ruling regime. And they need 1 vote for it to pass. Someone approaches you and says, I'm going to give you money to build a hospital in Kawempe North for your people. Please vote for this bad proposal. What will you do?
Good question. But what I would like to inform the general public that our party is a party for change and is a party which cannot be compromised. And one of the values of our party is integrity and honesty. As a person who believes in integrity and honesty, I cannot betray the people of Kawempe North constituency. I cannot betray my party.
So you will reject the money for the hospital?
Yes, I will reject.
And vote against the bad law?
Because building a hospital cannot bring up a change which we want. What we want is to remove the dictatorial regime of President Museveni, such that we can be able to get our budget and use it the way we want as NUP.
Thank you very much. The same question goes to Kachika Frederick. Kachika, should I repeat the question?
Yes, sir.
The question is, there is a bad law being proposed in Parliament. The ruling regime needs one vote to pass it. And they approach you and say, we're going to give you money to build a hospital in Kawempe North, but we want you to vote for the bad law. What will you do?
Thank you.
1 minute.
Thank you. First and foremost, I, Kachika, I fully exhausted corruption and embezzlement. Nobody can give me that money, and I agree with him. So I'm concluding saying that I reject it.
Thank you very much. Mr. Nsereko Moses, the same question.
Yes, sir.
Same question.
Yes, I cannot allow, sir. I cannot allow. Even I can box the speaker on that issue. I can just box it. I cannot allow. I cannot allow. We are here for the power of the people, not the money. People power. Our power. NUP. Everywhere.
Thank you.
My president,
Dr. Nalukwago will pose the next question. Please, let's be silent.
Mr. Mulumba. Mr. Mulumba, you said you're the chairman LC1, right? Let's give Mr. Mulumba audience. Let's give Mr. Mulumba audience.
Silence, please.
Mr. Mulumba said he's the LC1 chairman in a certain village in Kawempe North. And in that same Kawempe North is where we find the National Referral Hospital. That is the women's hospital.
That's true.
So we have a value of service in NUP.
Yes.
You are conflicted in a situation where there are no gloves in the hospital.
Yes.
You people have told you there are no gloves, but these same people need to be worked on. And the doctors are telling them you have to first go buy your gloves outside the hospital, then you come to work on you. What are you going to do as a member of parliament? Are you as a leader in terms of service?
Of course, the doctor is not the problem for the availability of those gloves. I know it's the Minister of Health, which is supposed to be in the position to serve all equipments of health services in that hospital. And for that matter, I'll bring the press. I'll go first to the Minister of Health, see the Minister of Health before going to the Parliament. So I go to him and I ask him.
I'm sorry for interrupting you. It's an emergency. The patient, it's an emergency. It's quick. We need to
okay,
work
with
on
that
the
quick
patient.
one, of course, as a member of Parliament, I have to improvise means so that that patient doesn't die. And then later on, I got the ministry to address the matter. And if it refuses, then I got the Parliament, the podium, to say the problem in my area. Thank you.
Mr. Maga, you're the last candidate to speak about this. I'm going to ask you again on the value of patriotism. How are you going to advance it? Because that is a value of your party. How are you going to advance it among the people of your constituency, but also among the people of Uganda? Because you're going to not only represent your constituency, your NMP who is going to make laws that affect the general population of Uganda?
Thank you very much. Patriotism goes hand in hand with fidelity. As a member of parliament, I would really implore my constituents, my fellow comrades, to love their country. And how do you love your country? By doing things that are within the law, by promoting what is right, and then disdain what is wrong. That's how I would do as a member of parliament. And actually, as a leader in my area and as an emblem of NUP in my area, I have been preaching that. I've been preaching patriotism. I have been preaching fidelity to the party and love for our country. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The next question is tricky, and we want to be fair. So how it's going to be answered is by a symbol. Every candidate will come here and do this, or that, and make sure that their friends don't see the answer. Our judges are the ones to see the answer. Because if they speak, some people are expected to know the answer. We want to be fair so that people do not know the answer. This is the question. Which chapter of the 1995 Constitution, in which chapter of the 1995 Constitution do we find fundamental human rights and freedoms located? You come to the front. If it is found in chapter 1, if it is found so you come here and show us, the judges will record the answer. Is that clear? Is that clear? So let's start from here. Which chapter of the Constitution do we find fundamental human rights and freedoms? Done? The next question will be posed by Dr. Nalukwago.
I'm going to start with Mr. Nsereko Moses. Let me take this as a follow-up question from the previous question. You've seen what has been happening with the Supreme Court, where there was a judgment on the release of political prisoners. You know, most of these political prisoners are actually NUP supporters, and many of them are from your constituency, Kawempe North. You as a member of parliament, what are you going to do? One, to make sure those political prisoners are released, because they have failed to release them even with a judgment. Two, moving forward, what are you going to do to make sure such cases are not taken to the military court? Remember, the person you're replacing was also a political prisoner.
Hello? I beg your pardon, madam.
You've had the judgment from the Supreme Court.
I've not heard it.
So if you've not heard it, it's okay. Let me change the question. I will pose that question to the next person.
Thank you, madam.
Yes. What is the great... Anyway, let me ask it in a different way. There has been that judgment. X that you don't know.
I have not heard about it.
Yes. But at the same time, we have NUP and other political prisoners. There's Dr. Besigye, we have here Bobby Young and others who are in prison. Even the person sitting next to you has been in prison for 1.5 years. The person you are replacing as Member of Parliament was a political prisoner for 2.5 years. What are you going to do? One, to stop Ugandans from being taken to military court. Two, is the ones who are in prison. What are you going to do about it? Because there was a ruling, a judgment, struck a judgment to release them, but they're not released up to now. What are you going to do about it?
I will take government to court such that I can take government to court such that we can talk about that thing, so that our prisoners are released. I will take government to court. That is the answer.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. The same question applies to Mr. Kachika. What will you do about political prisoners?
The problem we have, this regime, since Museveni got power in 1996, he has done many things to our people. Has killed our people, he has beaten our people, many people have suffered. So as Kachika has been elected as a member of parliament, I can pass a law that favor the political prison. No, not the political prison. The political party.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, the same question, Dr. Charles Subagumia. What will you do about political prisoners? Dear members of the audience, we have 2 more questions and we will be done with the English version. So please bear with us. We are bringing this to a close shortly. Same question.
Okay, thank you very much. Actually, we don't have the, we don't have the problem of political prisoners only. There are so many problems about violation of human rights. Our innocent Ugandans have been abducted. Innocent Ugandans have been disappeared and not even because they are living. Some Ugandans are kidnapped day and night. So, the only solution you can do concerning the problem, I told you, is to join the struggle of removing the dictator. That's the only solution. Yeah, and actually, as a part of the change, I have to go on that line of removing the dictator.
Thank you. Mr. Engineer Senkungu Kenneth, which committee of parliament would be the best to deal with the issue of political prisoners?
The issue of political prisoners, you find that we have the Committee of Internal Affairs. We need to tell them to try, because you find that most of the political prisoners are under prisons. Prisons is still holding them, yet already we have basically about 2 committees. The Committee on National Law and Guidance and also the Internal Affairs Committee, because they need to be removed from prison, but there are some few procedures which are supposed to be done. But we should not relent. We should continue pursuing on all channels which we can be able to do so that they get out of prisons.
Thank you. Council members, which committee is responsible for human rights in Parliament?
On the human rights, it's Human Rights Committee.
Thank you. I'll give the mic to my colleague to pose the next question to Mr. Nsereko, Mr. Luwemba, and Mr. Peter.
Mr. Salim, do you believe in one of what your colleagues said about that our major problem is removing the dictator? All these things don't matter, but removing the dictator. Do you believe? First I yes, then I ask a yes or no, then I ask the next question.
Yes, I agree with him.
Okay, so if you believe that that is the most important issue, why are you standing as a member of parliament? Shouldn't you be home trying to remove the dictator?
I stand as a member of parliament because I do believe that the member of parliament has the powers to determine how the dictator can be removed.
Please explain a bit more. How does a member of parliament remove a dictator?
There is a law in parliament that mandates that there is a law in parliament that provides or helps a member of parliament that can decide on how to remove a president of a nation.
Okay.
Mr. Magala, do you believe the same? Do you believe that our major role is to remove the dictator? We should leave everything else?
Thank you very much. Our greatest challenge in Uganda is the dictator, and that is Yalero, who should be removed with all possible means available and within the law.
So as a political prisoner?
Yes.
What are you going to do different? Because when you were in prison, it was the same case that you were imprisoned. What are you going to do different as a member of parliament in order to remove the dictator?
Thank you very much. One, there are two opportunities. The first opportunity is availing itself now. We are headed for war. This is a front we are going to use to show a protest vote. The first opportunity is this protest vote of 2025 in Kawempe Division North. Actually, when we get the opportunity, we shall voice out ourselves most. And this goes to Justice Simon Biabakama. Should we play around with the vote of the people of Kawempe? Should we play around with the mandate of the people of Kawempe? We are ready to take him on. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mr. Luwemba, do you agree also to the same question, or do you disagree?
I agree.
So what are you going to do as a member of parliament on the same?
As a member of parliament, when elected in office, I want to advocate for rule. I want to advocate for the rule of law. Because what is tormenting us most is the rule of law. For example, the Supreme Court has just given a ruling, and we want to thank the Honorable Kabaziguruka for challenging the Constitutional Court. So now when I'm in Parliament, I will put the Commission of Human Rights accountable, and as a member of Parliament, I will make sure that all laws that are being passed in Parliament, they are in the favor of Ugandans. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Finally, for now, Mr. Pule Sauloziwa, same question applies.
Okay, thank you, moderator. When I'm voted in an MP of Kawempe, because this government, they are not working on the laws, and we want to remove this government, I will only mobilize my people of Kawempe North to put this government on pressure because we want to remove the dictator. And I will be teaching people on how we can remove a dictator. Because it is us who can remove this government. When we are together, as Ugandans, we can remove this government. Even if it is today,
thank you.
They can just move away. If we can even move from now and we say enough is enough for Uganda, they can move. I will want to mobilize the Ugandans to know their rights so that we can remove the dictator.
Thank you very much. Dear colleagues in the audience, Mr. President SG and others, we have an opportunity to the candidates. Those at the back, please. Thank you. Okay, this is a quick question, no need for, maybe you can just tell us why. Please follow the candidates. Amongst your fellow candidates, which one do you admire and why? Which candidates amongst your opponents do you admire and why?
None of these candidates.
Thank you.
I admire none.
He also admires none.
Admiring for someone is a sin. Therefore, I cannot admire for someone.
Thank you.
I cannot admire anyone. Maybe my president, Mr. Kyagulanyi, but not this one. I'm the best candidate for the post of Nkambwe North. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Among the candidates seated here, I would, one, admire my brother, Council Elias Luyimba Zimalikola, for his espousal of the rule of law and constitutionalism. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The fact,
let's listen please. Let's listen please.
The fact, people power, the fact is, I admire myself because I'm the only one who has been representing the people and who has the issue of term limits to remove the dictator from the reign. So I admire myself, nobody else. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I admire Salim Serunkoma. The man has a ground. The other election he contested as a member of parliament. He was the second. So I admire Salim Serunkoma.
Thank you. People power. It's a very challenging question
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me the latitude. We are endowed differently. Mother Teresa says that I can do what you cannot do. You can do what I cannot do. Together we can do great things. All of us here are talented differently. I'm unique. This brother of mine is unique. Everyone here is unique. But we are all endowed differently. You cannot fail to admire something from someone. All of them, I have something to admire from them.
Thank you.
I thank you.
Silence, please. Let's observe silence. I think you should stand.
As you know, we have a cause why we are here. The main cause we have is to remove a dictator. That dictator has ruled us for about 40 years. Now it's going to 40 years. He has been ruling us with some other people on the side of opposition. It's why I'm not going to admire anyone. I only trust my heart. And we are here on serious issues of removing a dictator. I am only the one person who can remove this dictator by educating others so that we can be free in Uganda and get our freedom.
People power! People power! Our power! It's a great opportunity to be here. Our president and all the members of the unity platform, all my fellow contestants, you're all good people from different walks of life, from different professions, from different backgrounds. We are all here for one cause: serving the people of Kawempe and Uganda at large. I appreciate all their efforts. I appreciate all their charisma. I appreciate everything. But on a lighter note, just one person, I don't know, we were in high school together. He happened to be my head boy. We're at Kawempe Muslim, but now we are here vying for the position of Kawempe North. Council Nalukola. He was my head boy when I was in Kawempe Muslim. You get it? But now we are here. So let the best candidate win. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The final, dear audience, colleagues, the final question for the English session is going to be posed by my co-moderator, Dr. Nalukwago, please.
Let's listen to the final question. And I'm going to start with Council Oyimbazi Elias. I'm going to be specific. In 1 minute, you're going to tell us the village you stay in, the parish you stay in, and tell us what is the major economic activity of that area. And as a member of parliament, how are you going to help people advance that economic activity in the area so that they get more money out of it?
Thank you very much. The village is Kalule Zone, Kawempe 1 Parish, Kawempe North Constituency, Kawempe Division, Kampala. That Kalule Zone is a largely industrial area, especially along Bombo Road. We have a number of employees, casual laborers there, but they have challenges. As you know, we don't have a minimum wage in Uganda. So, to improve their conditions and their pay is
key if we are to help them as leaders? I think.
How are you going to improve the pay, you as a member of parliament?
Advocating for a minimum wage act, which is not yet in force. The other working conditions.
Next, I'm going to go to Mr. Pulyasau. You're going to tell me how many parishes make up Kawempe North constituency. How many parishes and yeah.
Thank you, moderator. It is 9 parishes which make up Kawempe North.
Following it up, Mr. Nsereko Moses, could you tell us those parishes that make up Kawempe North constituency?
Thank you, Madam. There are 9 parishes. The first one is Hikaya. Another one is Waisewano. Another one is Kanyanya. Another one is Mpererwe. And so many others. They are 9. I've answered them. Thank you, Madam.
Okay. Mr. Charles, Dr. Charles, I think you can help him answer that. Finish the parishes.
Let's listen. Dr. Charles is going to finish the parishes.
Okay. I'm going to start with Kevin where I am.
Sorry. Let's listen to the parishes that make up the constituency.
Kevando, Kikaya, Komamboga, Kanyanya, Mpererwe, Kawempe 1, Kawempe 2, Kazangola, Waise 1. That's all.
Thank you. Doctor?
I'm going to ask Mr. Serunkuma Salim. Also, you're going to tell us the parish you come from, the village, and what economic activity do most women in your area get involved in, and how are you going to help these women to advance that economic activity so that they can get more money out of that activity?
Thank you, moderator. I'm coming from Petfalao zone, Kawempe 1 parish, Kawempe 1 and Kampala district. I'm a resident of Petfalao. I have been forming different groups, women groups, and I have been supporting them economically. I also have a shopping mall around the place. It has been helping the masses to increase on their welfareness. Thank you.
Mr. Luemba, you can get the microphone. Which parish is the National Referral Hospital? And we have challenges. People there have complained of the fact that there is a lot of sewage coming from the National Referral Hospital. What are you going to do to make sure that hospital in the area that you're going to represent works on its drainage, so that, because that medical waste, when it goes into people, you know the problem of Kawempe is sewage and other things. When people consume that sewage, they can get infected with diseases. So tell us your village, that village and the parish the hospital is in, and how you're going to solve that problem of sewage from the National Referral.
Thank you, moderator. That is Kawempe 1 as a parish, and village is Petfalao. Moderator, I have been serving as a political assistant in that area, and a matter of issues arising from the hospital, I have been hand in hand with the KCCA because it's in charge of building trenches and reaching out to Ministry of Health for that matter, and it has been handled for quite some time. Thank you. Please exhaust them.
Mr. Magala, in general, I just want you to give us a general picture, because I know most parishes, people from different parishes, have different economic activities. What is the major economic activity of the people of Kawempe? Especially, I'm interested in the young people, because if you're representing people who are 78% of the population, you should know what they get involved in. What's their major economic activity? And what are you going to do to help them? Because you saw the UBOS report, 1%, only 1% of Ugandans earn more than 1 million. And that means the youth already are at a lower percentage. So what are you going to do in that general problem of Kawempe, and how are you going to uplift the economy of the people of Kawempe?
Thank you very much. Most of our young people are involved in the informal sector and border riders. These our people have now a challenge that the digitalization of the number plates has made them have been forced onto an increment of 750,000 shillings tax. That means that if a border has been buying 5 million, now it is going to buy up to 6 million. So as I go to Parliament, I go there as a member of the National Unity Platform, who is going to agitate for a fair taxation. And I expect that to happen, and if it doesn't happen, it will not be business as usual. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mr. Kenneth, Engineer Kenneth Senkongo. You're going to tell us one, because as a member of parliament, as a leader, you work with elected members in your constituency. So who is your LC1? You're going to tell us your village, your parish, your LC1 and your LC2. And then tell us, how are you going to work with those people to advance the struggle of the Ugandans?
Still, I'm proud to state to all the members of the National Unity Platform that I was born in Kawempe, I was raised in Kawempe, I studied in Kawempe, and I'm staying in Kawempe Chirokole village. I'm so proud to be somebody who has been part of Kawempe. One thing I always say that I'm ready, willing and ready to work with all the chains of leadership, starting from the president, our LOCs, our chairman. I'm going to work with everybody. As I stated, most of the small businesses in Chirokole are small-scale businesses which need empowerment, which need collective effort, people coming together, they save. We try to get them financial coaches, we try to get them psychologists to try to help them to better themselves. And I'm ready to do that. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. The final question for this round, which will conclude the English session, and then we will transition to Luganda, and we will discuss in Luganda for 40 minutes, because we have to finish at 2. We'll discuss in Luganda for 40 minutes. So the final question goes to Mr. Kachika to give us his views about the recently released results for education at the PLE level and his comments on that. How did Kawempe North perform, and what does he think about that?
Thank you, sir. Kawempe North, as a division, he performed very, very poorly. Because the problem is, we are the Kawempe knows, as Kawempe knows, we have a few UPE schools, government schools, and the teacher, they don't pay at all. They earn a little salary. That's why the Kawempe knows has performed badly in the exam in the period 2024. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Let's clap for all the candidates for